The reason that most people struggle to drink alcohol moderately is because they're approaching the issue of lack of control with alcohol with a logical mindset when really this problem has nothing to do with logic at all. Let me explain what I mean. So you're in a place where you find that you're drinking too much alcohol, you're having more hangovers, you're seeing how alcohol is negatively impacting your life. And so you think, okay, I need to really put some more rules around my drinking. I'm going to save my drinking just for the weekends, or I'm just going to let myself have 2 glasses of wine tonight, or I'm not going to keep alcohol in the house. This will help me drink less. But the challenge is, even though these seem like really reasonable, intelligent approaches to cutting back on alcohol, for most people, these types of rules do not work to help them cut back on drinking. And again, it's because the issue of problem drinking is an issue that's going on in the brain that is not impacting the part of the brain that is in control of logic and reason, but really it's impacting a part of the brain that is a more primitive, unconscious part of the brain that can honestly override the logic and reason. This is why we might wake up in the morning with a hangover and be so guilt-ridden and upset with ourselves and think, why did we do that again? I'm never drinking again. Again, the logical choice. But then after a day, a few days, a few weeks, we think, oh yeah, we can drink again, no problem. And the cycle continues. And again, that cycle continues because of the part of the brain that is impacted when we experience alcohol use disorder. It's a very powerful, primitive part of the brain that is mistakenly equating the reward that we get from drinking with a survival need. So over time, even if we try to control our drinking, the desire for it and the craving for it will just continue to intensify because our brain thinks, oh my gosh, I need this hit of reward that I'm getting from alcohol to survive, and I'm not getting it. I better kick in the craving and cause the desire for it to increase even more. This is why so many people cycle between periods of heavy drinking and then they decide to take a break. And then after a few weeks or a few months, they decide, okay, yeah, I can drink again. And they start drinking and maybe it's in control for a while and then it gets out of control and then they take a break again. And this cycle just goes on and on and on and continues. So how does someone get out of this cycle and actually get to a place where they can drink moderately? Well, there are alternative treatments that exist today that actually work to fix the problem of alcohol use disorder at the root level, which is inside of the brain, neurologically, really repairing that part of the brain that is equating alcohol to a survival need. And the result with this treatment for most people is that they see themselves gain control over alcohol. They're able to have 2 drinks and stop at that. They're able to have multiple alcohol-free days in a week, and they just find that they're less preoccupied with alcohol. They don't have a strong enough desire or craving to drink most days of the week. I'm a success story of this treatment. It changed my life. You can learn more about it with the other videos I have or the link in my bio.